Rolling stars, that's a no-brainer. Like that. Increases affliction by 4. I mean, we're not really in the market to be building up that much affliction right now. I guess it's good to know that we can get at least 5 affliction with just these 2 dice here. And I know we could reroll this one, so that's about 7, so that's halfway there. So that's a good benchmark. Gotta do something about all these, though. We can't just leave them as they are. A lot of options here, though. A lot of stuff to do. I think the first thing we should do is probably just use this. A lot of relief for us. And a lot of damage on the enemy, so that's pretty great all around. Flammable Chakram will get us even more relief, so that's great. We build up some soul heat. Could repeat the ghastly fire. I don't know if we can build up enough soul heat to play it twice, now that I think about it. Might not even have enough to build it up once. So maybe let's just hold on Hourglass Mastery till next turn. Alright, let's go ahead and re-roll this. Let's re-roll the enemy die. I don't want to lose a life. Okay, gotta do something with that. But let's have some options to heal. We're gonna heal from relief. Not too worried about that. Go ahead and do this. Let's play that. And that. And honestly, this might take us to the end of the fight. Maybe. Oh, actually, maybe we have a problem here. Might have missed something. Okay, so we can't heal. And we can't bypass this mandatory action here. I think we're going to have to play this one on the enemy. And then just lose a life here, because I can't think of anything else to do. We don't have any shields. The enemy's about to overcorrupt. Yeah. A little unfortunate, but had to be done. Alright, well, we're down a life, but, you know, it happens. Oh, we're down 2 lives. Oh, man. Wow, that was a unfortunate turn of events. Alright, well, looks like we might just end the run again. Might just be in trouble here. Let's see, let's be maybe a little bit more attentive. We have Rolling Stars, we can get some damage out that way. I guess Relief and Affliction here are going to cancel themselves out, so let's just ignore that. The Affliction on us is not a problem. We do have some good healing. That's fine. We have Hourglass Mastery. We have 3 of them. So a lot of options to get some repeat actions. Okay, yeah, let's see what we can do. Let's use 1 Hourglass Mastery on the Relief die. Let's use 1 on the Glass Daggers die. Oh, we're already done. Okay, great. Okay, I see even more affliction there. So that's probably going to be what we're going to take. This is not affliction, so let's go ahead and skip that. And we have even more here. Yeah, I'll take that. We don't really need star shards, because again, we're going to skip the sentinels, so we don't have to worry about getting affliction on them. Alright. I see one affliction there. One here, one there. Seems like that's it, though. So what are we worried about? It's an ambush, so I can't see your die unless I re-roll it. I don't really want to hurt myself to get that, though. It's not worth it to hurt ourselves for that. I suppose we're just going to have to burn this on the enemy. Alright. Battle's probably just gonna be, you know, about as standard as it can be. Let me not worry about applying as much affliction as possible, or else I'm probably just gonna lose my mind. Get some healing up, get some shields up so we don't take too much damage here. That was not as much healing as I was hoping for. Okay, we finally have a reroll active. I think we had one on the last turn, I just didn't use it. Let's go ahead and use it, so we can reveal the die. We don't have to worry about losing our run. Pure chance. Okay, 3 damage is not bad. We just gotta get some heals. We can do. I don't know what happened to our frames. It seems like our frames just kind of dipped again. I don't really know why. We're plugged in this time, so I guess it's just a hardware issue. Okay. Apply 1 affliction to a random enemy. Deal 4 purification to all targets for each affliction they have. Okay, so that's actually pretty good. That's pretty nice. Increase soul heat by 1 for each creature with affliction, so we'll get up to 4 soul heat, which will allow us to use this in just a moment. Okay, great. Let's go ahead and repeat that. Let's use this twice. Oh. A little bad luck there, but that's okay. The 5 soul heat, so we can use glass daggers. Bring us up to 8. That should end the fight once we end our turn. And we just need to make sure we don't die, and we won't from that. So we're okay. Okay, sick. We're still alive. I think that was the last battle before the boss, so we get a chance to heal a heart. So that's great. And I'm going to go ahead and take... I usually would take Incorruptible here, but I'm going to actually take Forge Purify so we can kind of shape the rest of our dice for the rest of the run. At least a little bit. Now, oh, this is a hard choice here. It's a hard choice for sure. I was just talking about Area Purify. That would be nice to get rid of any stray corrupt actions. But what do we have here? Soul Stigma. What does this do? Soul Stigma, whenever affliction is applied, a random enemy receives X purification, which I think is 2 purification. Y times, where Y is the amount of targets that affliction was applied to. Now, it's kind of overly complicated for what we're doing. I don't want that. Relief, I mean, obviously we want the affliction actions for sure, but I mean, we're probably going to find plenty more of these as we go, so let's just go ahead and take Area Purify again so we can get rid of those stray corrupt actions as we need to. We do have some money here. Let's see. All of these are obviously quite good. Duplicate would also be nice if we can just duplicate that Area Forge Purify again. Copycat would do just about the same thing. Inventive. Inventive is nice if we have something to discard, but I mean, I don't know. One inventive die, or one inventive face even for one, not great, in my opinion. Void Seek. I mean, Void Seek's great. I always like a Void Seek. I think I'm tempted to just go ahead and duplicate those dice that we picked up, though. Yeah. Oh, let's do it again. Let's do it again, because why not? Great. Turn 1 die into 4. Amazing. So now we have a pretty good chance, honestly, to avoid a lot of corrupt actions later. That's pretty nice. Okay, what are we dealing with here? I see some death bombs, of course, to be expected on anomaly level 8. Cursed Spirit, when defeated, apply 2 doom to all targets. Okay, we're gonna go one by one. Be a bit methodical about it. Okay. It's an okay hand that we have here. We just gotta think about it a little bit. I feel like if I mess this up, we're probably gonna lose the run. Deal chanting to a target is probably gonna be the least useful thing that we have. Gain 1 additional chanting for each affliction that the target has. Okay. I know we have Ghastly Fire here. Does chanting boost our damage, though? I kind of forgot. Deal 1 purification, deals 1 additional purification for each chanting that you have. Let me read that again. Deal 1 purification. So chanting does 1 purification. Oh, I see, okay. If we have chanting already, we're gonna deal more damage, but we don't already have some, so this is gonna be just 1 purification. Okay, great. So then, let's try to build up our soul heat up to 6, so we can get a benefit out of ghastly fire. So I see we can get 1 here, apply some light shield to ourselves. There's 2, there's 4, there's 5, and 6. Yes, okay. There we go. Okay, some corrupt actions, not great, especially when any of these could over-corrupt the enemies. Could lose the run. Stuck with Shadow Mantle for a while, so we gotta build up some relief on ourselves. We can get some healing later. We can go ahead and re-roll these, see if we can get something good out of them. Are those 2 of the Forge area purifies and they both re-rolled into corrupt actions? That's crazy. That is wild. Wow, horrible luck there, but gotta work with it. Okay. I see an opportunity to hurt ourselves for 3 and then heal ourselves for 3. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, right, Shadow Mantle. Okay. We can hurt ourselves for 2. And try, maybe, do this. Let's heal and then play this. Maybe we get a Forge Area Purify. Oh, nope. Very bad luck. Very, very bad luck there. Okay, alright. We can heal ourselves again, and we're gonna get relief. So actually, let's burn this on the enemy, and then just go ahead and also play this on the enemy. That should be fine. Oh, did we not get, like, we didn't get full healing from that? What happened? Wait, what just happened? Wasn't I supposed to get, like, 4 healing from that? What happened? Did I miss something? Wasn't I supposed to get 4 healing out of that relief? I think I only got 1. Wow, okay. Kinda feels like I got screwed over there. I must have missed something. I don't know. Well, let's try again. Try again. It's a hard achievement to get, man. Seems like we've got the basic idea down, though. Black Hole Blessing. Be a bit more methodical in every turn. Go for the easy fights, go for the risky die during the chests. And just, you know, play well, and we should be okay, but... yeah, I don't know what I missed there. I feel like that happens a lot in this game. For some reason, stuff just kind of doesn't work. For seemingly no reason. It kind of makes me paranoid to a degree, but I don't really know what happens. Anyways, increase purification received by enemies by 1. Okay. And I deal 1 less purification to me and my sentinels. I know we had this on our last Mooney run and it was fine, but I don't think that's going to help us with Sothis really at all. Increase purification received by all targets by 1. And at the start of battle, apply 1 paralyze. Pretty great. Only draw 1 less die for 1 turn. Draw 2 additional dice and apply agony to an enemy. Again, I apply, or I avoid agony a lot, so go ahead and take that. Okay. Immediately, we do have some pretty great options here. I like all of these dice. Forge Purify is awesome, so we can get rid of those stray actions like I was talking about. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. Because, you know, you'd think it would be nice to build up as much affliction as possible at the beginning of a run. Which is true, but I think we're going to get plenty of opportunity to do that later. Whereas we're not going to get as many opportunities for forge actions. So I'll take that. We'll copy it if we get a chance. We'll kind of set up the same situation that we had last time. And then we have relief and let's see, concentration. It's probably going to be relief. Yeah, we don't really need concentration. It would be nice, don't get me wrong, but we just don't need it. Let's grab relief. Alright, pretty standard first turn there. Seems like a pretty standard second turn as well. We have to heal ourselves. We can use Eclipse Blast for that. We can use our Virtue for that once we build up some Soul Heat. And then we have some actions here to do that. Alright, awesome. Build up our Soul Heat by 1. That should be that. Oh, no? We have to have an odd amount. Okay. Relief should do that. Here we go. We'll get another 2 from relief at the end of our turn. Or at least we should. So then we can use... We could use Hourglass Mastery, but I'm not going to. Until next turn, at least. Oh, that's right. We get 3 because of this Black Hole Blessing. Okay, okay, let's go ahead and, do we need to heal? Let's see if we need to heal. We don't need to right now, but we're going to next turn. So maybe let's just put this on ourselves. Deal 2 purification to a target, so that'll be healing. Yeah, let's go ahead and chip away at this Shadow Mantle, so I don't get too much of it next turn. Deal 2 purification to a target, and we don't really need the healing. We're fine on that. So let's just go ahead and end the fight. I think we can do that with these dice. A 2 light shield to a target. We want the other one, so let's go ahead and do that, and then that. Alright, awesome. Finally, we get out of the first battle without losing a life. Kind of wild that you need to try so hard during the first turn just to not lose the run. You'd think the first fight would be, you know, a little easier, but I guess not. Okay, we've got some options here for sure. I think I am going to go ahead and take the Affliction because we need to start building that up. So let's go ahead and take that. Oh, and we have even more. Okay. Soul Stigma I think we don't want because that does damage. It's a little complicated for what we need. I think Soul Stigma maybe is better when we have more players on the field. But again, we want to reduce the number of players to me and just one enemy. So, let's not take that. Let's take Shamanic Whispering. Shamanic? 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 I don't know. Go ahead and take that. That's basically some free affliction to use on an enemy sometime. Abrading Touch? That seems like a no-brainer to me. We get affliction on the enemy and Serenity. I guess to be fair, maybe Serenity goes against our goals, but, you know, if we need to end a fight, then we'll have that to fall back on. Spiritual Burst, does this do anything for us? Deal 2 corruption to all targets if we have no soul heat. But no, not really. Alright, go ahead and take a Abrading Touch. Void Seek. Excruciatus. Excruciatus. Oh, okay. Excruciatus. That sounds like a brutal name. That'd be a cool band name. That was like a Meshuggah type, like prog metal band or something like that. Be cool band name. I'll take the Void Seek though. I don't think this is gonna help us out too much. Even though I was just talking about, you know, if we need Serenity, then that'd be nice to fall back on. But you know, I think we'd probably fare better with Void Seek.